Living with Lolita, grab a notebook and a pen. It's not about where you start, but how you win. There is no topic that can't be discussed. This platform is open, no need to hush.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Lolita and welcome to another episode of Living with Lolita. In episode 1, I actually talked about faith moves. And so I kind of wanted to revisit that and speak about picking up our faith. Now, I've received plenty of words about what God is going to do for me in this season. I know that what he is going to do is going to blow my mind. I know what he's going to do is going to knock my socks off. I know that what he is going to do will not only set myself up, but my children, my family, those connected to me. I know that. The problem that I'm having is the when. When is this going to happen? I feel like I am doing the right things. I feel like I have tried to take steps in preparing for what I know is going to come. But then I also feel like I do these things and I'm not getting rewarded, or it's almost like I'm getting bashed, like I'm getting punched every day, like uppercuts in the stomach from behind, TKO'd, okay? That's how I feel. I feel like my happiness is short-lived. Like I may have good days and then something bad happens. I might have a good month and then something bad happens. And I'm like, oh, God, where are you? Or why me? Or again, like, why is this happening? It's getting to the point, I'm going to be totally honest, it's getting to the point sometimes where I'm rethinking things. Like, well, maybe I should do this instead of this. And that's not even my path. Sometimes I think, am I doing certain things? Am I fighting for certain people in vain? I feel like, I know God, first of all, is not the author of confusion. But when I tell you that I'm so confused sometimes because I don't know why week after week there's something. And my things are big to me. And it's big to me because I'm banking on one thing to go right so that I can do what God has called me to do. And maybe in this season, I'm not looking at it the way he's looking at it because I want it now. Just being honest, I feel like a lot of us want things now. We don't want to wait for it. But I do feel like this has been a long season. I'm not even joking. Like, this has been a long, tedious journey. And I just don't know how much more I can take sometimes. I really don't. Like, I know that I'm a strong person, but I don't know how much more I can take. I don't know how many more no's or how many more slaps in the faces or how much more money I have to shell out, or who can I trust? Who can I lean on? I don't know how much more I can take. Because everything right now is a question mark for me. There's no period. Everything is a question mark. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. I'm not going to lie, lately because of everything, I haven't been praying the way I should. Actually, I haven't really been praying, and that's just honest. I haven't been. I think that my world has been shaken. And y'all, I'm going to tell you this. So this past weekend, I had to go to Florida, right? I had to go to Florida, and I did it in one day. I go there, and on my way there was a U-Haul truck in front of me, and it swerved. And there was a tire in the street on the highway, and I hit the tire. But when I hit the tire, it hit my car so hard that it knocked a piece off of my car. So I pull over. I had my children in the car. I pull over off of the exit, And I look in my car and I'm like, okay. I couldn't even cry. I couldn't even scream. I couldn't even throw a fit because my kids were there and they probably think I'm having a nervous breakdown. But that happened. And just a couple of days ago, something else happened. So it's like, I'm like, come on. Like, can I get a break? Like, when is my season going to be here? When am I going to truly be happy? When am I truly going to be able to have a good time and enjoy certain moments without thinking something is going to come and snatch it from up under me? When am I going to be able to just live? I feel like right now I'm in a cage and I cannot get out of this cage. So I'm just asking, like, do y'all ever feel like that? Do y'all ever feel like, sometimes you're at like a point of no return? Do you feel like sometimes like you are in a prison? Like, I cannot get out. I cannot get out. And God does send me dreams. He sends me dreams and he, confirms certain things, or he tries to give me a peace of mind. And at this point, I get the dreams. It gives me a peace of mind for a minute. And then, like I said, something else happens and it completely takes it away. I have faith, okay? I've had faith when I started going through certain things. I have faith now, but my faith is so like small. It's minute. It is like almost non-existent, but it's there. I have a container of mustard seeds and I look at those often and I'm like, okay, God, I do have mustard seed faith. At least I have mustard seed faith with everything that I am going through. And I'm not saying I'm the only one who's, who has hurdles or goes through anything traumatic or dramatic. But when it keeps on piling on top of each other, what do we do? And I know most people will say, oh, well, just pray about it. Just pray about it. And I'm going to tell you this. I can't even really pray for myself as much anymore as I pray for other people. I listen to other people at my job and, like friends and stuff like that. And they may tell me something and I'm like, man, I'm going to make sure I pray for you. And I do that, but I can't pray for myself right now. Like, I literally need other people to, or not even other people. Other people are praying for me because I can't even do it myself. And it's hard. It is so hard. Sometimes people want happy endings. And I know that I want a happy ending. And I'm not even going to say sometimes people want happy endings. I think that's the majority of people. I think the majority of us do want a happy ending. And I definitely want that. But if God can't give me something like in black and white because I don't do gray, I'm going to miss whatever it is because I am so consumed right now in trying to figure out what I need to do next. How am I going to make it another day? Y'all, sometimes I can't get out of my bed because I don't have solutions to things I feel like I should have answers to. And I say that, but then it's like I know that God has all the answers. I know I need to pray. I know I shouldn't give up. I really don't have that option. But when I tell you, it is so exhausting. Like, it is so exhausting to try to pick yourself up in the morning and go out in public and smile for people and be happy. Even today when I was at work, I spoke to my coworker and she was telling me about, you know, certain things that are going on in her life. And I felt so bad. Like, I felt so bad. Like, we literally were crying together. So unprofessional, I know, but but I feel like she needed that. And I'm glad that I could be there for her. I'm glad that I could be there for her in a way that she feels like she can't even get in the comfort of her own home. I have that. I have people who, in my home and out of my home, I have people who have my back. So I am grateful for that. But when I tell you life be lifing, okay? When I tell you I don't know what is going to happen next, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And I know we're supposed to leave all of that up to God. My faith, my trust, my life, my livelihood, I have to leave all of that up to God. I can't look up to certain people to make decisions that are going to impact my life, because God is the only one that has the answers and can turn things around like that. I just want to be able to live my life. That's all. And with where I am right now, I know that I'm at a standstill. And maybe God wants me just to be in this space, still, quiet, and ready to listen to his instruction. And I'm trying to do that. I'm definitely trying to do that. I definitely take time to be by myself, to cut certain things off, you know, television, and I might go in my closet, but the praying part is, I have to get back into that. I don't want to creep back into a depression. I don't want to continue the woe is me. And I don't honestly think that I do that. With certain people, they know my situation. So of course they're going to ask, but I try not to make that the point of conversation, because I know other people have other things going on. Like I said, other people have things going on, and they need a listening ear too. They need a shoulder to cry on. They need somebody to advise. So I have to be that same person, but I don't know, y'all. Y'all gonna have to drop some comments or some prayers or some strategies, something to help me, because I am struggling over here. And I'm just being totally honest. Like, I am struggling. I'm trying to pick my faith up like no other. I am trying to, literally, I'm digging it out of a hole. Like, that's how deep it is right now. I'm trying to pick it up. I know God wants me to be strong. I know that he's not going to give me more than I can handle. But I tap out. Like, I literally, I'm like waving the white flag. I freaking surrender, okay? I can't take any more. I can't take no more. So I just wanted to come on here so that I could not only share with you all what I'm going through right now, but I know that other people are going through the same thing. They're at a crossroads. They're at a standstill. They're at a red light, a broken red light, okay? One that will not change any color. It's just red. I know that I'm not the only one. So I'm going to encourage y'all to pray. I need to encourage myself to pray right now. I could probably pray, I think, in about an hour, though. I have online church, so I am going to attend that. But life is kicking my butt. It is. It's kicking my butt. Giving up is not an option, though. That's not an option. It's just what I want to do right now. I know I'm talking a lot of smack, but that's just what I want to do right now. I know that I don't have a choice to do that. If this boiled down to just me, then I think it'd be a different story. But since I don't have, that's not my situation. I can't do that. I definitely have to keep going. I have to keep going. We have to keep going. We have to put one foot in front of the other. We have to keep going, keep moving. You hear me? Like, keep moving. Keep moving. Do not stop. No matter what things look like, don't stop. No matter who tells you no or who even slams a door in your face, do not stop. No matter who turns their back on you, do not stop. Don't stop. I don't even know what else to say, because all I can do is cry. That's all I feel like sometimes I have the capacity to do is cry. Like, I'm not even talking. I'm not even asking God for anything. I'm just crying because that's all I can do. And I know he's bottling up these tears of mine because I've cried a lot of them. A lot of them. To the point where I'm making myself physically sick. I'm making myself physically sick. So I know I need to do better because there are people counting on me. People that cannot watch me vanish from their life. So I know that I have to get myself together. I know that I have to pull myself up by the bootstraps and keep it moving because I don't have another option. We don't have any other option. When you know that there's somebody or somebodies that are counting on you, your option cannot be give up. And I'm not saying because I'm doing it right now, I'm feeling real sorry for myself right now. We can feel sorry for ourselves sometimes. We can feel like, you know what, I don't want to get out of bed until 11 o'clock. Because the other week, I'm not going to lie, it was on a Saturday. I did not get out of my bed until 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I just laid there. Then I finally was like, you know what? Let me get up. Because nothing is going to get accomplished laying in this bed. Nothing is going to get accomplished if we don't move. Well, we have to keep moving, and we have to show God that we trust him. We have to show God that we still have faith that he can move mountains. We have to trust him. So tonight, I really am going to give it to him. Like when I tell you, like I said, I've prayed and I tell him what it is that I need. But at this point in time, I'm just going to give it to him. Like, God, handle it. I'm going to say what it is that I need to say, and I'm going to let him handle it. And then I'm going to try, because it's very hard for me not to worry, but I'm going to try not to put so much concentration on this subject. When this issue gets resolved, then not saying nothing else is going to happen, because I'm sure things are going to happen. Things have been happening, okay? Things have been happening since I was born, okay? But I kept going. I kept moving. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. I encourage you to keep moving. I encourage you to just not give up. Look, if y'all get to a point where y'all are feeling sad or, whatever, send me a message, send me a DM. I will, because I've been corresponding with a few people. I will send you uplifting messages. I will talk to you. We can exchange phone numbers. Like, whatever we can do to help each other, I'm willing to do that, okay? So I just want to thank y'all for living with Lolita. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for listening. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Love y'all so much. Have a good night. Bye.
Her experience has created a safe place. One time with living with Lolita is all it will take. One time with living with Lolita is all it will take. Living with Lolita, living with Lolita, living with Lolita is all it will take.